Okay, this time I'm actually gonna do a vlog with my face in focus. Yeah, yeah, that's a good idea. It's a fucking good idea. Here I am. Yeah, of course I am. I'm here. Let's not get into any philosophical discussions. I'm gonna talk about my experience with social anxiety and how it just doesn't seem to go away. It just doesn't seem to leave me alone, let me be at peace, let me live with myself. So, I've come to terms with the fact that, yes, I am a socially awkward individual. Not I'm not saying that that's who I am, definitely. I'm not saying that it's written in stone. I'm not saying that I'm unchangeable. But what I'm saying is, right now, that's what I parade around. That's the costume I wear. I parade around in that costume. The costume of socially anxious, unable to accept myself. For some reason, it's okay for me to walk around and accept myself being this person. But right now, right here, in isolation, away from people, I can accept myself. It just doesn't make sense. It means more when I'm out in the real world to be myself, because there are social rewards, there are unseen benefits that many don't see. You are able to listen and interact with people more clearly. It's just you're not consumed by your own anxiety. It chews you and swallows you, and it's constantly like it sounds weird, but it's like it's constantly barfing yourself back up on occasion and never really coming out properly. You know, yes, I'm comparing my social anxiety to vomit, because that's really what it is. It's a physiological reaction that occurs in social scenarios. Social scenarios is really the key word there, because well, I don't know about vomiting that much, but I'm just tired. I'm tired of not being able to walk around and trust myself like I trust others. I trust other people maybe even too much, and I don't give myself any credit. I recognize this, and I keep going through the motions every day, and I keep coming back to the same place. It's like I'm walking in circles, right? I'm not making any change. It seems that I always try to move forward, and every time I make a forward step, something keeps me back and points me in a different direction. I had a metaphor for how I was feeling today. Imagine you had a pet. Imagine you had a dog, for instance. And imagine that, well, you probably do, but just imagining that you never did and that you now have a dog out of nowhere, you would probably treat that dog fairly, right? Now, what I tried to do or tell myself today was that I was imagining if I myself had a dog, and then the dog was with me. But here's the twist: the dog is actually me. I am the dog, and I am also me in human form. So in other words, there's a clone, but let's just ignore the science fiction here. The dog is me. If I'm walking around with this dog, and I see it trembling in fear because something is making it anxious, I'm not gonna just watch in ignorance and not even consider it, and not even not show any compassion. I would go on to be compassionate and even feel sorry for the dog. But the thing is, when you feel sorry for people in real life, or say if I was feeling sorry for this dog that's actually me in real life, how does that affect the dog? It doesn't change anything. It just means that I care. Now, I'm using that as a metaphor because when I go out in the world and I see people, like, there's no distinction. Doesn't matter what race, doesn't matter what gender. You're a person outside. I look at you. That's it. I don't make any distinctions. I become nervous. All right, and I'm just so tired of dealing with this. But I am this dog, right? And the dog is trembling because he's seeing people. What do? I try to comfort the dog. And if dogs could understand human speech and even react and comprehend it, well, comprehend, understand, same thing, then I would be telling the dog all the things that make sense, all the things that the dog would be needing to hear. Like, there's no need to worry. They're all just like you. They have the same mistakes, or they make the same mistakes, they have the same flaws, they are exactly like you. The differences that arise are superficial, and they only hinder interaction. And they hinder your ability to function normally. And that's the reality. But of course, this dog will continue to tremble, continue to walk around as if everything is an obstacle, and ultimately it becomes painful to watch. What happens in the end? I end up looking at the dog like there's no hope, like there's no way that anything could change, because no matter what I say, there's no way you can help this dog, who's ultimately myself, but I can see him as someone else in this scenario. So I'm just putting this out there because this is one thing that I'm tired of dealing with, and I need to express it in some form. I need to express it. I hope you found the metaphor insightful. If you didn't, then I have a plethora of metaphors I've created over the past year or two, so I'll probably share those as well in the future. So it's me signing off. No outro for this video. Just I'll give you a piece of advice. Challenge is the only way to change. Without challenge, without struggle, there is no change. There has to be genuine struggle. That's what I believe at this point.